name is Connor, and today we're reviewing Doctor Who Series 8 Episode 4, which is Listen, written by Stephen Moffat. So the Doctor is convinced that the creatures that live under your bed at night, which you have nightmares about, are actually real, and he goes off with a quest for Clara to try and figure out how to stop them, or at least try to figure out what they are. So the tone for this episode was quite dark, as we get to see a nightmare of a child, and we get to see the creatures that live under the bed with the hands and all that, which is really quite creepy. We also get a lot of backstory with Clara and Danny as we get to see them on their first date, which is really interesting, and how they mess up a couple of times and now Clara has to go back in time and redo it, and now Clara has to go visit him again, and at the end of the episode they actually finally kiss, which means their relationship is probably going pretty far. In this episode we're going to meet Orson Pink, who is also Danny's ancestor, who actually is the last man in the universe, who actually goes up with NASA, I believe it is, and actually crashes on a planet, and he is actually the last person in there, and he's actually getting haunted by the creature which the Doctor was talking about in this episode. So like I said, when this episode begins, the Doctor was having a bit of a crisis. He's losing his mind a little bit. He's starting to think about all these different creatures, and then if the creatures on your bed that you dream about at night are actually real, or if they are just your own imagination, but he believes they are real. And and he starts to see all this this letter on the all this writing on the board. It says listen, and he kind of gets Clara and he wants to figure out what is going on. To be honest with you guys, I thought this episode was really good. I woke up about 6:30 to watch it, so I was up quite early, and it was a bit annoying doing that because I was a bit tired, but I still enjoyed the episode. I thought it was paced very well, a bit like Into the Dark, it was paced really nice. It was good to see Danny Pink returning again. It was good to see him play Orson Pink, so that was really cool. He played two different people in the episode. He did a really good job at it, I think. He was really good at his acting as well. The Doctor and Clara back as well, which is fantastic. Really, really, really good acting from both of them. We've got to see Rupert Pink as well. So there's a lot of Pinks in this episode. He was actually a good actor as well. He was actually a child. Did a good job as a child. We also get to see at the end of the episode the Doctor as a child, which is crazy. At the end of the episode, the Doctor Clara actually kind of flies the TARDIS and lands it in the same barn which we saw in the 50th anniversary episode, where the War Doctor is going to use the moment to block Gallifrey, which is crazy. We actually get to see the Doctor sleeping in there, and as a child, and he's having nightmares and he's very scared and all that. He's scared of the creature under his bed. As it turns out, Clara starts talking to him, and she says to him, "You will return here one day," and we get to see that clip from the 50th of John Hurt walking through the sand with the moment in his hand, and it was such an amazing scene. Stephen Moffat really did deliver to the fans of this episode, showing us a young Doctor which has hardly been seen before, and he showed us the moment, seeing the War Doctor carrying the moment, and we actually got to see the bomb, which was just crazy. I loved how he did that in the episode. Another thing is the monster didn't really get resolved for what it is, and some people may say that's a bit lazy, but I thought it leaves more suspense. You're starting to think, who was this creature? The Doctor saw it and he didn't really say much about it. It's like Midnight, the episode Midnight, we never found out who that monster was, and that's why I love that episode so much, because I still wonder to this day what that monster was, and that's the same thing with Listen. Another thing to point out in this episode was Clara's death. No, I'm not saying Clara died, but another thing came up which I thought was a bit, I don't know, a bit fishy, I thought that in Deep Breath, we get to see Strax scanning Clara and says estimated death, or date of death, and she says, "No, I don't want to know." In this episode, we get to see the Doctor kind of see, he can actually see when Clara dies, and she said, "No, I'll stay away from that, thank you." I don't know about this, guys. I'm starting to think maybe she's going to leave soon, which is not good. I'm hoping she's in the Christmas special. I do not know. I don't know. She might be. She might not be, I don't know. It's really upsetting because she is probably one of my favourite companions. But it looks like she may die at the end of this series, which is really sad because her death, her death point in history, has come up twice now, and to be honest with you, I think it's going to come up probably one more time. We didn't get to see a glimpse at Heaven in this episode, which I was a bit disappointed with as well. I'm thinking maybe next week we'll see it, or maybe for episode 6, I'm not too sure. Probably we'll see one around that time. I'm pretty sure they're not going to show him every single episode. They'll probably show him in an odd one, maybe a different bit here and there, just showing a different person going to heaven. It would be good to see Missy again and maybe get a bit of backstory from her, but we didn't get to see that from that episode, but that's okay. So to be honest with you guys, I think Listen is a very good Moffat classic. It doesn't beat Blink or The Empty Child / The Doctor Dances for me though, which are my favourite Moffat stories. But seriously, this had a cool, dark sense to it. It had a good storyline. It was paced really well, great acting. I'm just going to say that all the Pinks in the episode, they all did fantastic jobs in acting and all that. It was really good, really well done. Good writing, seriously. And the director for this episode was brilliant. It gave you a good, dark glimpse into, what Doctor Who can be. So yeah, it wasn't as dark as they made it look out to be, but to be honest, I'm not going to mark it lower because of that. You know, I thought it was as dark as it should have been. You know, it did give children a little bit of like creepiness. If you are at a younger age or you have children at a younger age, they probably did get a bit scared, so like we probably would back in the day. But now it didn't really scare me that much, which is saying much because the little bit of things scared me. Like I can't do horror because it just scares me so much. So, you know, it didn't really scare me this episode, but you know what, I'm not complaining. So I'm going to give Listen an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a pretty good episode, to be honest. Its only flaws for me really was that I personally thought it was a little bit anticlimactic. That is probably my own fault for hyping up the episode a bit too much because I was really looking forward to this episode and it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. But saying that, it really was pretty good. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. What did you guys think of the episode? Please leave your your rating in the comment section below. Please hit like if you enjoyed, and please subscribe for more. Thank you guys so much for watching. The reaction video will be out early this week, unlike the other ones. I've just done it then for Time Heist. Looks like a pretty good episode. We got to see a glimpse of some old aliens on the screen, which I was really happy with. So the reaction video will be out soon. There will also be a lot of other videos out this week, like a Let's Watch and a PS4 Glacier unboxing, which is the Destiny console. Hopefully I can get that out. But thank you guys. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name's Connor. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.